All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Well, I'm back. Been sick for a couple days, but I'm back. Let's see who's here. Hello to Zach. Let me get this chat set up real quick. All right, Sunil, Zach, Jesse James, the man, the myth, the legend, Spaces 1111, Christopher Zazik, Makes it go PTW, Nicolas Gomez, long time no see, brother. Good to see you back. Hayal, Kushal Learning. Man, they really made it complicated with all these usernames. Top Dog, Maximum Strength 1313. I think I got everybody. Well, good evening. Goldilocks. I've been making a killing with Goldilocks lately. Um, Goldilocks, been scalping this channel. Little base hits, they add up. Let's take a look at NQ. Is NQ still at all-time highs? David Castaneda, what's up? All right, so NQ. What is NQ doing? Let's see, hold on. Let me see where we are here. All right, that's Goldilocks. Hey, Carl77. Hello, my friends. Up 200 on gold, trading the range. Yeah, gold's been fun tonight. I got to give you that. I got to give you that. Nicholas Gomez. Yeah, I changed the colors a little bit. That's all that's changed. Nothing else. At least I don't think. What happened here? Hold on, guys. Is ES working? My NQ does not want to load. I don't know why. ES is loading. Why is NQ not loading? Hmm. For some reason, my NQ does not want to load. Hold on. I don't know what to tell you guys. Gold is gold is loading. DJ NYC, and I caught shorts. I got longs. I got a little bit of everything. I think I longed here, shorted here, longed here. I've been just playing gold for a couple of rounds. Let me see if I can get NQ to work though. Hold on, guys. Let me see what happened here. Also, let me set up the house account. I was watching the World Series. Anybody watching the World Series? All right, hold on for a second. 715-715-258. Let me get the house account ready as well. All right, let's see how the house account is doing. Oh, the house account's actually up $1,600. $1,600 for house account. So house account is up. Let me see what's going on with my Quant Tower. I cannot get NQ to pop. So let me disconnect real quick and I'll connect again. Go Blue Jays. I think I'm rooting for the Dodgers. I'm a Yankees fan, but I am watching the game right now. Oh, pop up. All right. Let me see if I can get NQ on my charts to work. Well, good evening. Good evening to everyone. It's good to be back. I've been sick for a couple days with a mild cold that doesn't want to go away. Hey, Carl77 trading and watching the World Series at the same time. Same here, brother. All right, let's see if we can get NQ to go. Who's looking to short this NQ? Anybody looking to short NQ? Sorry, guys. I'm going to go back and forth between the game and go Lakers. All right, I got some rhythmic issues on Quant Tower. Give me a sec. All right, so let's do a little poll here. Who's going long on NQ and who's short on NQ? Longs, type of 1. Shorts, type of 2. Longs on NQ, 1. Shorts on NQ, 2. DJNYCEN, all right. Short. I think I'm going to hop on a short pretty soon. Nicolas Gomez, short. I think I'm going to hop on some micros here. All right, here we go. Now we got NQ back. There we go. All right, can I get some MNQ here? Let's take a look at NQ. NQ, NQ. I'm going to hop on 2 micros for now on NQ and maybe start building a position here. I'm sure I'm going to get run up a little bit, but we'll see how far this pushes. So I'm going short on NQ for a little bit. Chad long on NQ for 80 ticks. Corey just lost a Lucid Pro from that spike. Ooh, sorry to hear that, bro. All right, I'm also going to be watching gold. Gold has been the mover at night, man. Gotta love how gold moves. Let's go back to mic charts here. All right. And I am short on NQ now. I'm going to take a little short at this double top and see how we do. We may get run up a little bit. I may add. But let's see how far we could take this. Jerry Mitchell short NQ as well. All right, let's see if these bulls are really going to push tonight. All right, so pivot point. We just tried to push above that pivot point at 203, 215, right? Yeah. Let's see if NQ finally throws up. And push after push after push. King Caesar blew one combine, made 1K on the other, so I'm done. I just locked in my straight to funded. I'm not trading those anymore. Those only made like I want to say 800 or 900 bucks, and then I kept trading some evals that I'm pushing with gold. But I think from now I'm going to size down to micros and see if I can catch a juicy play on this NQ short. Corey, yeah, you got to wait till what is it, Friday, Saturday, until you can actually request the payout or get the payout. All right, Otani pitching now. All right. King Caesar locking it up, 200 on the funded and locked that up. Yeah, I got lucky on one of these gold shorts. It moved pretty quickly. So I locked in my sim funded. I'm only going to be trading two or three, I think it's three evals that I'm copy trading, but no straight to funded for the rest of the night. I wish I had continued. I only made 850 bucks on those. DJ NYC in that 213 DCA up at 220 and out just now. All right. All right, so we got some World Series going on and trading. Some of you are watching basketball. Not that I'm a Dodgers or a Blue Jays fan, but I'll root for the Dodgers. Why not? Shahid Salim, gold's been nicer to me than NQ. I agree, man. Lately, I've been getting some decent profit on gold during Asia, and then I give it all back during New York, trying to trade NQ. NQ's been a little weird for me lately. But gold has been behaving. It behaves until it runs you up. Oh, that's right. King Caesar, LA. That's right. You're out in SoCal. So definitely let's go for these Dodgers. That's it for NQ. I'm gonna try that. Like I said, I'm trying that short. Just see how much we get run up on that. And gold taking a pull back. Gold woke up, huh? Gold has been pushing. I thought it was gonna take a bigger pullback than that, and it's been pushing hard with no significant pullback just yet. All right, so we're gonna see how this short on NQ goes. Gold. What am I looking for on gold? Man, gold needs to come back to that pivot point, or at least VWAP at what 77? Did it touch VWAP yet? No, it hasn't touched VWAP after the push up, right? So maybe pullback is overdue to at least VWAP at 77, and then you got the pivot point at 73. Let me adjust these pivot points. R1 is now at 44. 73. Let me adjust these pivot points real quick. 73. S1 is at 39.11. And R1 is at 44 for gold. Looks like NQ are catching some heat here, huh? Oh boy. NQ just keeps ripping. Zach short at NQ at 31. I'll probably add all the way up at 4,000 if I'm sorry, what is the number I'm looking for on NQ here? Ugh. Yes, at around next pivot point R1 on NQ is 2680. Really? They're gonna push this up tonight? Damn. NQ pushing. How high will it go? All right, let me adjust. R1 on NQ now is at 280. 112. S1 993. All right, that's good. Space is 1111. Yeah, gold's been moving crazy tonight. Tonight has been if you're in the wrong direction, get out quickly. If you're in the right direction, ride it, but don't overstay your welcome. Type of deal. All right, here we go. I'm in Q. All right. Let's see how this short plays out on NQ. Zach, too obvious, the double top play. Yeah, that's why I'm not sizing in just yet. I'm going in with micros, and we'll see. We'll see how far they push this up. Potentially on NQ, we have that pivot point up at 26,280 area. Why is my data on NQ so slow? Something's not loading right on NQ. I don't know why. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. So for now, I'm entertaining a short on NQ on this potential, well, not a double top anymore, but let's see if they continue to push up. I'll build a short or get out if we really start pushing up. Nicholas Gomez wants to set up a house trade. You got it, sir. Let's hop on. Let me know what you want to take a trade on, Nicholas. Nicolas, I'm all ears. Let me know what you want to take a trade on. All right, house account trade alert. Gold 5 micros long. All right, let's see what you got. Let's go on to the house account. Nicolas wants to do house account trade 5 micros long at 980. You want to go long at 980. And you want to set your stop at 9. Ooh, you're only allowing 5 points on gold. All right. God bless you, brother. All right, there you go. And you're going for 39.98. All right. That's a nice tight little stop. I like it. I like it. All right, so house account is about to go into a long on gold at 39.80 with a 39.75 stop, targeting 39.98. All right, we just got filled there. Let's set the TP up here at 39.98. So house account long, playing the bounce at the 200 SMA. And is that where VWAP's at? Where's VWAP? VWAP is a little lower, 39.76. All right. May the force be with you. Trader 007NQ. What's up, brother? Long time no see. Good to see you, man. Coop, tomorrow's going to be interesting from 2 to 5. Don't we have what is it? FOMC? I heard something about FOMC. Let's take a look at my let's take a look at the news. What do we got tomorrow for news? Indeed, tomorrow is the 29th. We got the interest rate decision, FOMC. So is this the buy the rumor, sell the news? Tomorrow the interest rate drops and the market tanks. Buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. We shall see. All right, NQ continuing to push. House account's a little bit of trouble too. Oh, NQ just took off. That's 20 points for my entry here on it on micros. Happy kids, yeah. NQ just refuses to tank. It just doesn't want to tank. You try shorting NQ, you pay. Yeah, everybody's talking about these crazy earnings. Let's see if that's been factored in already or continuation to the upside. But I hear you. Everybody's talking about earnings. All right, I added to my short there on NQ. Let's take a look at the house account. House account holding on to that 200 SMA, which is the red line. Chat account is in a long on Goldilocks. Zach, seeing how much IQ is up, I think even the second coming for Jesus is factored in now. Yeah, man, I don't get NQ. I don't get how what was it, Sunday night? It pushed up like 200, 300 points and then just kept going Monday and Tuesday. I don't get it. Corey, I don't trade Bulenox lately. I'm not up to date on Bulenox. Anybody who trades Bulenox up to date on payout dates? All right, Goldilocks needs to hold here for the chat account. Chat account. So for anybody tuned in, you guys can take trades on the house account. The house account is on a long courtesy of Nicolas Gomez at 39.80, targeting 39.98. He's got a stop at 39.75 with 5 micros. I'm trying to short on my accounts or my evals. I'm trying to short NQ. We'll see how that goes. DJNYC, and yes, I use Tradeify. Love Tradeify. Quick payouts. I use Tradeify straight to funded. Oh, that's right. Richard Stone. That's right that they're saying that China tariffs deal. Oh, you're right. I may be trading against the news. China and Trump apparently are gonna ease it out and all good in the hood. That's right. That is right. There's talks that China and Trump relations are very good. No bueno. No bueno for my short. NQ just refuses to take a pullback. Unbelievable. Looks like I'm gonna take some pain tonight trying to short NQ. But I'm only in with micros. I'm not gonna fight the beast with minis. DJNY. No, man, it does not. I'm trying to short it. I just added. I entered 217. I added at 230. I can't add until, or just call it. If this is all China news related, there's no point of trying to short it. So we'll see. But yeah, China and Trump apparently are pen pals again. They're buddies. All good in the hood. No nuclear warfare going on. Look at this NQ, man. It just keeps going. Like, who cares that it's only been going straight up? It'll continue. All right, house account in a little bit of green, isn't it? Let's take a look at the house account. But for anybody in the shorts, including myself, we may be fighting the China news. So maybe I'll give it another 20, 30 points before I clip the whole thing. Oh, a ball just ran through the outfield. Toronto's up 6-1 now. Zach, who's going to be left with the bag when NQ dumps? That's if it dumps. I think I'm starting to accept that NQ is just not going to dump tonight. By the way, no music tonight. Oh, that's horrible. That could be very boring. So thank you. Thank you for letting me know. And anytime you guys don't hear that background music, I don't want to torture you guys with dead silence. It's already pretty bad having to listen to me, and now you gotta listen to me without any background music. That's bad. That's bad. All right, here we go. That should do it. Well, trying to short the machine ain't working. Taking some heat here, but I'll be patient. And how's Goldilocks? Ooh, Goldilocks is also coming in for a pullback. All right, guys. Well, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like 10 times since I wasn't here yesterday. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30, 9:45 p.m. tonight. A little distracted with the game, but King Caesar's going long. You're the smart one, man. You're going with the trend. Overload trades. Good evening. All right. Looks like Goldilocks on the house account. So for anybody who's new to the chat or to the stream, we have a chat account. It's called the chat community account. You guys can trade it. You can trade ES, NQ, any instrument. You have up to 4 minis or 40 micros. You can call the trade in the chat. We can have multiple trades on at the same time. Different instruments, obviously, but you guys are welcome to take trades on it and let the community know in the chat what your reasoning or what your strategy. So everybody gets different ideas and different styles of trading. Biddy, what's up, brother? Look at this NQ. Just keeps going. Just keeps going. DJNY, see you in the AM, brother. Yep, I agree. I'm trying to short the machine, and it ain't playing in my favor. Yusuf going for GC shorts. I'm going to leave Goldilocks alone for now. Oh, house account might be getting stopped out pretty soon. All right, house account getting stopped. I bet you it's going to reverse there at VWAP. I bet you. All right, M. Schultz, we getting Trump news on Asia time zone? Oh, that's a good question. All right, so the house account just got stopped out right around VWAP. I wonder if that's going to be the long entry right there. And NQ continues to push. Let's take a look at the news again. I think the only news we're getting so far is Japan, and we had about 20 minutes ago. Trump-China relations very good, and looks like the market is responding to the upside on that. Trump, I think we are going to have a great meeting with China. This was at 7 p.m. my time, so 20 minutes ago, 10 p.m. Eastern. So I think shorts are trading against the news right now. I may have to get out of this pretty quickly. Nicolas Gomez. Yeah, I think that the stop was a little too tight, but you don't know. Gold might just continue to the downside. Let's take a look at that house account trade that just got stopped out. And again, you guys are welcome to take. I mean, you got stopped out lickety to the T. I mean, they're watching your trades, Nicolas, to the T, and then bounces right back up. Chad is out of that NQ long. I'm gonna have to accept that China and Trump are happy. I may have to get out of this short. Short, yeah. There's no point of battling the news. PR77, good to see you. Nicolas, well, let's hope it doesn't continue to the upside. Maybe it's just a continuation to the downside. And that would mean you had a good risk parameters there. Extraordinary Cave Trader. Yeah, man. It looks like China and Trump made up. And that's probably going to pump the market tonight. But I'm still going to allow... Geez, I got to put a hard stop on this. How far am I going to let it push, even though it's micros? Sunil, I see next high to 26,450. Oh, I think we're going way beyond 450 at this point. I think 450 is, if this is Trump news, this is going to go to the moon tonight. Trader 007 NQ giveaway. Not tonight. Not tonight, brother. You've been pretty lucky with the giveaways, right, Trader 007? But good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit, so good to see you back here. Fiddy, house trade. All right, Fiddy wants to take a house trade with 2. Let's go back to the house account. Courtesy of Fiddy, house trade 2 MGCs. House trade buy 2 MGCs, micros at 39.57. Wait, what? Buy 2 MGC micros at 39.57. Buy 2 MGC micros at 39.47. Stop. Pity, you're gonna have to help me out on that one, bro. Pity, you want to buy 39.57, but what's your stop? I'm not 39.47 or 39.27. Oh, okay. So you want to do, got it, 2 MGCs at 39.57. Well, you're waiting for a significant pullback. All right, so let's set up the house account trade. Buy 39.57. Add at 39.47. How many do you want to add at 39.47? How many do you want to add at 39.47? How many contracts? Two? All right, so I think I have this right. 39.57 entry with 2 micros, 39.57 add with 2 micros, and then you want a full stop at 39.27. So that would be 4 at 39.27. All right, I think you're set up for your 4 micros. And what's your TP? All right, NQ is going to the moon now. Biddy, what's your target? John Berger in the house. Let's go. Biddy, what's your TP? Target 4,000. Got it. All right. We've got a house account trade set up on a significant pullback. Let's wait. So again, the house account or the chat community account, you guys can take trades on that one, meaning you guys, the viewers. Coop in the house. Mitch BZ in the house as well. Oof. NQ is about to stop me out. EC Drive, nice. Then full port. All right, so we got a house account trade going all the way down to 39.57 entry on a long, but we're waiting for a significant 20-point pullback from here. Let's see. I'm in a short on Extraordinary Cave Trader on NQ that I'm probably going to have to get out. At this point, I'm taking 22, about 30 points. Let's take a look at the trade. About 30 points of heat. I would think that if we start pushing above 53, there's no point of holding that, especially if we have China Trump news. Yeah, I didn't hear about. Looks like when I entered, the Trump news got rolled out that China and Trump are making up and going to become best friends. So if they continue to push up, I'll have to put a hard stop on this. But I'm in with micros, so I can take the heat. But it's not looking like it wants a pullback anytime soon. So I think I'm going to have to do the right thing on this one and put a stop at around 255. John Bergeron working his tail off all the way through Thanksgiving. Nice. William Schultz, I bet they try and poison him. All right, guys, I'm going to put a hard stop on this. I'm not going to dream. If China news is going on, there is no point of dreaming tonight. So I got a hard stop right above this wick. I'll give it 1 point for good luck. But I'm accepting that it looks like Trump's running us to the moon tonight. Nicolas Gomez, you had some good, well, now in hindsight, you had some good risk management on your trade. It is coming back hard. MRC Trades, what's up, brother? Yeah, NQ is not looking weak at all. MRC, I've been doing good with gold lately. Of course, I hopped on NQ and right off the bat, looks like Trump news for tonight on NQ with China and Trump making up. All right, watching this World Series here. Toronto in the lead. Gold on the house account coming to that entry hard. So gold has a trade right now on micros, courtesy of Fitty. NVIDIA at 206. Oh, don't tell me you missed your entry by a tick. Fitty, look at that. I hope it doesn't take off on you right there. Fitty, that's pretty impressive, bro. That's pretty impressive. By a tick. Well, let's see if they continue to push down. I hope it doesn't take off on you right here. And NQ, my trade, I think, is going to get eventually stopped out. I put a hard stop right above this wick. I'm not going to ride Trump-China news tonight. If they're going to rally, then might as well let it go. But NQ not showing any signs of a significant pullback yet. And with Trump news, I'm not adding to this at all. I'll let the stop play up. All right, house account. Man, look at that. Unlucky. Missed that entry by a tick. I hope it doesn't take off on you. Atul Patel, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Anybody new to the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30, 9:45 p.m. And I also trade the morning New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Oh, Fitty, man, look at this. You missed it by one ticket. Tommy, what's up? All right, gold coming back down. Tommy up on gold. Yeah, I think everybody lately has switched to gold during Asia. I've done a lot better with gold during Asia. And then I come and trade NQ in the morning and I give my earnings back. And then I make it back with gold later. So gold lately has been one of my favorites. All right, let's see if NQ takes a stronger pullback than this. We do have news on Trump and China, so I don't expect a significant pullback if they're going to ride the news tonight. So as far as how my short is looking, not good. I'm only in with micros, and I'm not adding to it at this point, especially with Trump China news. I got to stop right above this wick, but I think I have to accept that Trump and China are going to move this tonight. Tommy, trade gold minis for a while. It makes NQ minis look cheap. Exactly. Gold, you don't even have to. You don't even have to play long or hold for too long. Gold is quick. Gold is quick until it burns you alive. Master Trader 509 looking for a short on NQ. Yeah, I'm currently in a short, but I'm not going to add. I was planning on building a short position, but now with the Trump China news about an hour ago that relations are smoothing out and all good in the hood, I think I'm going to let that short either play out for a stop or it takes off with what it has. That's it. Oh man, Fiddy, I feel bad for you, brother. I hope I had my entry right. Did I have my entry right, or did I mess up on the entry as usual? Let's see what your entry was. No, you said 39.57, so I don't feel bad now. Entry is literally right there at 39.57. So let's hope it comes back for you. NQ about to push right back up. All right, let's see if I can. There we go. All right, let's see if NQ gives us a significant pullback. Highly doubt it with the news going on, but we'll see. And Goldilocks, unfortunately, Goldilocks looks like it took off. Tyler Plummer 5770 going to be here all night through London Open. Nice. Thank you for subscribing as well, Tyler. And for anybody new to the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We're doing World Series and trading tonight. Toronto 6, LA 1. I'm going for the Dodgers. Not a Dodgers fan, but showing some support for my SoCal fans. Oh, double play by Toronto. Chris Noof, what's up, brother? All right, my NQ short not looking good. It's in with some micros. I'm not going to add at this point with Trump and China about to make up and start dating again. So it happens with what it has, or I get stopped out right above that wick. That's all I'm giving it. I'm accepting that the bulls might take off tonight with Trump news. Chris Noof, good to see you, brother. Hope everything's well in your travels. All right, for everybody new, we do have the chat account or the community account. Chat community account is the account that you guys trade. You guys, the viewers, can take the trade on any instrument. You got a max of 4 minis or 40 micros, your choice. All we ask is let the community know the reasoning behind your trade so everybody gets to learn a little bit here. Different styles. Chris Noof, good, brother. Well, feeling better. I was sick for the weekend. I was on Mucinex for a good part of the weekend and probably slept 48 hours between Sunday and Monday, but looks like I'm alive and back at it. NQ refusing to take a plunge. And I think at this point, this is just a pullback for continuation. So we'll see. I'm not moving my stop. That's it. That's all I'm giving you. Master Trader shorting gold. All right, let's see if we get an entry on the house account. House account is at as an entry at 39.57. Alejandro Diaz, I have 9 EMA, 20 SMA, and 200 SMA. So the 200 SMA is the red line, purple line is the 20 SMA, and the 9 EMA is the blue line, and they just blew right past that 9 EMA again. So yeah, I'm not moving that stop. That stop stays up there. This is bullish. Bullish. Master Trader closing his NQ short. Yeah, I mean, I'll just let my stop go at this point. I'm in with some micro, so it's not a big hit. But I'm getting close to getting stopped out myself. So taking a little L on NQ on Trump news. Jamal Ardal wants, okay, hold on. Let's watch my stop out here. Just want to make sure. Zach also out with some drawdown. All right, so Jamal, you want a long 39. You got to give me your stop. Okay. Too late? All right, sorry, brother. Oh, yeah, that was a quick one. 39.61. 39.61. I think you are not live. Hit the live button on NQ to get closer to real time. 61 was at least 5 minutes ago. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, at least 8 minutes ago. All right, and Q about to stop me out. Fitty, man, your trade. Okay, hold on. V Vic Quick Wait. Normally I trade NQ in the morning, and lately I've been trading gold at night. Fitty just cancel it. Yeah, I think it took off without you, down to a tick. Sorry, man. Pretty accurate entry though. Missed it by a tick. So we'll close this. So no trades now on the house account. Missing that entry by a tick. I'm about to get stopped out on my short with NQ. And I'm not moving that stop, not with China news. Christopher Zazek caught a nice long on ES. Nicely done, sir. Master Trader not giving up, shorting on gold. All right. Gold just came to that pivot point, right? 39.70. Yep, gold just came to that pivot point right here, the blue line. Trying to come back into this range, but I've already played gold all night. I'm not pushing my luck on gold. I'm leaving gold alone. All right, where's my NQ? Am I getting stopped out on NQ anytime soon? Still alive on NQ. But I think it's only a matter of time. All right, so we got a house account long. Let's set that up. House account long 1 MNQ. So you are going with 1 micro. 1 micro. What's your entry, Sunil? Sunil, what's your entry on that MNQ? Long market. Okay, got it. Market long right now. All right, so you're going to market long. So we're market long 1 MNQ. You are targeting 26,450. Wait, huh? You're going long for 26,450? That doesn't make sense. MNQ's at 26. Oh, 450. Gotcha. All right, that's probably going to be a couple hours. We'll watch that. When I end the stream, I do have to close the trade. So let's set your stop and we'll kind of monitor the move up, all right? Yeah, we'll let it ride. So your stop is all the way down at 166. And we'll let that ride as it takes off to the moon. Got it. Joshua Bernard, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you tuning in. Thumper, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Lone Wolf, Sunil. Let me see. Let me make sure I get everybody who's chatting here. Sunil, appreciate the trade. We got a trade market long right now at 26,250, targeting the moon, and we got to stop at 26,166 with 1 micro on nasty Nasdaq. Sunil, yeah, I don't know what YouTube did, but YouTube now has usernames showing in the chat. Trust me, it's not something that I changed or that I like, but unfortunately, it's YouTube changing the usernames. So my apologies. It's the worst. Nicolas Gomez, what's up? My man's still here. All right, so house account in with 1 micro long on NQ. I'm still alive somehow in my short, but odds are against me with China news. But I'll leave the stop. I'm not moving that stop. It stays up there. Suni, well, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you coming here. And more importantly, I appreciate you taking trades on the house account and giving ideas to other traders that are watching. So appreciate you, man. All right, where's Toronto still 6-1 on the World Series Game 4. Hold on for a second, guys. All right. TJP 1987, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Nicolas Gomez, what's ChatGPT predicting? I haven't checked yet. So we got a trade on MNQ. Do we still have a trade on M? No, right? We don't have a trade on gold. So currently 1 micro long on NQ at this top with an aggressive TP. TP of 26,450. So that one is going to be left to ride. And we do have a stop at 166 or this little consolidation area low. Let's take a look at your trade, Fitty. Man, Fitty, it just took off without you, brother. You missed that trade by a tick. That sucks. That trade just took off without you. So house account missed the gold entry right here, literally to the tick. And it is in a MNQ long at this top with 1 micro, 166 as the stop and 26,450 as the TP. So that'll be on for a couple hours tonight. ChatGPT said Meta is going to dump tomorrow. Interesting. All right, NQ taking a little pullback. The question is, can they dump below 231 or that 230 area? If they even get there. Master Trader gold should drop soon. Oh yeah, Fiddy, if you want to explain your trade, even though we missed it by a tick, and I'll let viewers that aren't chatting know as well what the thought process there was. Wow. Oof. Thumper, so you're thinking sell off tonight? Then maybe I'll leave my trade overnight. Pity, kind of hard to explain, but it's a typical pattern. Well, give us a little explanation for the chat so everybody gets an idea on the thinking and strategy behind that trade. I mean, I think it was spot on, other than missing it by a tick. Yes, Vique Kate. My apologies. Viquicate, I think is what it is. Yeah, but I'd be careful shorting NQ. We've got some news on China and Trump apparently making up, and literally around 7 p.m. my time, or 10 p.m. Eastern is when you started seeing it push up. So we'll see. We'll see if that news holds. Flowing Khan, can Fiddy take another trade? I think he's waiting for the pullback. All right, I think NQ is about to pump from here. Unable to flush below the 9 and the 20 EMA. These moving averages are providing support, so NQ not able to get any traction below those moving averages, at least for now. And let's see. We have no trades on the house account, huh? Oh yeah, we have this long still playing out. So the house account is in a long 1 micro 26.49. Thumper, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how we're this far up. And I hope you're right on that pullback. Unfortunately, NQ, just when you think it can't go higher, guess what it does? It goes higher. Zach, NQ forming double bottom at all-time high. Now that's funny. Double bottom at all-time high. NQ is just not giving up all-time high, put it that way. No sharp reaction at any of these levels. Well, there's really no levels up here at all-time high. That's a problem. You can't trade levels, but it's just no reaction. 20, maybe 30-point pullbacks. That's it, if you're lucky. LRMZX NQ going to tomorrow's low of day. I like that. I'll take that. Tyler, imagine when we're talking 30,000 NQ. That's crazy. Crazy. Now, everybody's talking about the big pullback, the big pullback. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out tomorrow or the next couple of days. But all I hear is big sell-off. All right, let's take a look at my short that's just not going anywhere. Stop is staying there. I'm not moving that stop or adding at this point. We'll see. NQ with no major reaction at all-time highs in terms of pullbacks. Zach, sell-off rejected. Addy, news wasn't about China? Sure it was. It's all over financial juice. Oh, PR77, that's right. You're rooting for the Blue Jays 6-2 win. All right, game's over. So the series is now tied 2-2. With the Blue Jays just locking in the win. Game 4. All right, and NQ, no pullback. Looks like it wants more of the moon tonight. PR77. Last night's game was epic. I was sick last night, but that game was epic. I was dozing in and out of Mucinex. Tyler, DXY looking real bullish. All right, so let's do a poll here on NQ. New York Open. What range will NQ be for the New York Open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern? What are you guys thinking for, obviously not exact numbers, but what range for NQ tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern? Thumper thinking he's a little sell-off tonight, then come into New York and pump again ahead of more earnings coming tomorrow after the close. Tyler thinking 26,215 for NQ. Flowing Cotton, way down, way down. Happy kids, let's go Blue Jays. Yeah, congrats to the Blue Jays for tonight's game. Tying the series 2-2. The Wiz 2650 for NQ. at the open. All right, so all of you guys, some of you guys are thinking pullback. All right. Spaces 1111, 26,100. Another one in the big short. All right. All right, let's take a look at where my short is going. Still nothing significant though. NQ is not giving any significant pullback on any of these pullbacks. Nothing. Pretty hardcore bullish. Master Trader, let's go gold. Let's take a look at what gold's doing right now. It's because of NVIDIA. Trump pumped NVIDIA too. Kushal, if gold follows yesterday's pattern, is going to sell off. Yeah, gold is in trouble. I mean, what was the all-time high on gold? 40, was it 4,400? That's a pretty significant pullback in the last couple of days on gold alone. And it's today it's finally showing a little bit of recovery. But if it continues on that pattern, I agree with you. More downside for Goldilocks. All right, gold coming back down. Let's see how far. Spaces 1111 gold top was about 4,400, 39.60. Yeah, that's a pretty drastic pullback. The gold run bust. Vibio Inktunes. Howdy, brother. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, guys. I'm watching the Derek Jeter commentary here. NQ, not a significant pullback yet. Vibio Inktunes, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Fitty looking to retrace to 41.50. Yeah, I think the pattern, the selling pattern for now has changed. I'm curious to see how far they'll push gold. It'll be interesting if they, who was it? I think it was CNBC mentioned that they don't expect gold to hit the all-time highs again, at least for this year, which I found pretty interesting, but we'll see. Happy Kids looks like NQ on a downtrend. Ugh, I don't know about that, brother. I wish NQ is holding strong at these all-time highs. No significant pullback. Usually you start seeing some big reactions up here, and well, not up here, just in general, all-time highs, and I'm not seeing a pullback or anything significant yet. Kuzmo, do you like taking small scalps more than heavy size, high probability trades? I do, I think, better with scalping. Although every now and then I'll attempt a longer play. Definitely not 5 to 10 trades a month. And Q again, not giving it up, pushing right back up. Just not giving it up. I think we would need to start pushing below that 30 area. We still got some levels here that if they're really going to flush, but this is bullish as hell. They're holding. What is ES doing? ES is also holding. Yeah, they're not giving this all-time high up. This is bullish as hell. Kuzmo, your mentor did 25K last week. He's funded on 17 accounts. He's 19 and he takes heavy size, low frequency. Yeah, that's, if you can build your strategy to take less trades, high percentage win rate with high leverage, that definitely adds up. Yeah, this is they held that 35, 37 area and bounced it again. Unless they flush that, this is bullish on NQ. Bullish, I tell you. Vibo Inktunes. The only thing I'm watching, what screen are you guys watching? Okay, here, the chat account. ES and NQ are just not giving up all-time highs. Usually you start seeing some sharper reactions to the downside, and all we're seeing is holding some consolidation level lows. NQ just did the same thing. So I don't think there's a pullback yet on either one. How high will they go tonight? I wish I knew. What I do know is that they were NQ, they were unable to flush that 35, 37 area. And they bounced it once, twice, three, fourth time. This level is held. Usually you start seeing those levels break, and this is bullish. Thumper, FYI, Boeing earnings released before the open tomorrow. And yes, workers are still on strike. Might not be a good quarter for Boeing. Will NQ react to that? Who knows? Well, thanks for the news. Tyler, isn't it crazy how we can sit here all night watching these bars move up and down? Yeah, especially when it's moving this slow. Christopher, have to call it a night. Much respect to all. All right, brother, have a great night. I may call it pretty quickly, too, just on how slow NQ is moving. What's Goldilocks doing? Are we taking a pullback on gold? We are. Best DJ in town. We may slowly pump till FOMC and then dump. Buy the rumor, sell the news. I agree. I agree. Tyler, you know what it is? We all have one thing in common. We all stare at these charts night and day, or for several hours a day. We all have that little addiction, whether it's ES, NQ, Goldilocks, trading, whatever it is. We're all hooked. We're all screwed. Coop, I did. I also watched your video, by the way. Pretty impressive. All right, Nasdaq trying again to break that 35, 37 level. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts. Is this finally the flush that we've been waiting for? Finally flushing below that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it breaking down? Or is it going to hold and then they'll rip up? Or are you just going to rip right back up here? Oh. All right, it's at the 20 SMA on the 5-minute right now. Coop, I know a little bit, but let's just say your video was very inspirational, man. That was cool to watch. So keep the content coming. All right, Fiddy, house trade. 1NQ at 26,232. Okay, so you want 1 mini on the house account. Mini, Fiddy, or a micro? Quickly. Mini or a micro? You guys got to let me know, mini or micros. One mini. All right, let's buy. You're buying now, right? Yep. So you're going long at 26.32. Stop at 26.219. Shit, what did I just do here? Oh, I had an ATM strategy there. Hold on, guys. All right. So your entry is 20 house trade, 1NQ 26,232. All right, that's good. Your stop is 26,219. So you got a wide stop on that. So Thumper, you're going short for the night? Is that what you're saying? Or did you say you're expecting the push up and then... All right, so Fitty has a NQ trade entering at 26,232 long with one mini. Stop at 26,219. And let's see what happened with gold. What did gold do? Let's see. All right, NQ broke through that 35, 37 area, but bouncing right back up. Is that going to be resistance now and continuation to the downside, or right back up? GC, let's see what GC just did. Oh, GC just going to the moon. Man, Fitty, your trade, if I remember correctly, was targeting like 90 or 98. That trade would have been silly in the green. All right, let's go back to NQ. And my short, I got some decisions to make pretty soon. If they do flush, are we coming into support for a potential bounce? Or are we taking a sharper pullback than this? We'll see. Thumper, you're short at 215 and holding. Stop at 270. Targets 151 and 94. Yeah, I'm short a little higher than you, 222. But I do have a stop around 255. But I think Trump news has calmed down. At least the whole China thing. So maybe now we're just running on earnings uncertainty. All right, let's take a look back to the house account is about to get filled on that long. And, ooh, look at that long. I think you nailed that one there, Fitty. You got the perfect wick right there. Let's see if they bounce it there or continuation on that pullback. Kushal, done for the night. See you all tomorrow. All right, brother. Have a great night. Texas May trades is short 248. Looking for 223. And Kushal learning, I like it. Smash that like, smash that subscribe, guys. All right, let's see if you get the replay of gold on this play, Fitty. You got that wick right there, and is that where it takes off to the upside? Looking like it. The best loser wins. Full port. Martingale 92 micro short on gold just hit for 1,600. Nice. Tell the market makers to never try to trap me short ever again. You know, it's funny that you say King of DCA on Goldilocks. Goldilocks, as long as you're playing extreme levels, is DCA addiction. I'll tell you that much. So I know what you're saying. Best loser wins. Gold can get you addicted to DCA as long as you're playing extremes, right? If you're fiddling in the middle, you're going to get killed. Killed. All right, let's watch NQ and that bounce. All right, guys, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. And I also live stream the New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Ooh, NQ coming back to test that level 30. Are they going to continue their way down or bounce it here? Let's take a look at how my short is still in limbo. Still doesn't want to give me a flush. So I may hold this one. Quan Tower at least will respect my bracket order. So that I either wake up in some nice green and put a heavy target on this, or I get stopped out. Varsh Pat, yes, I'm in a NQ short that doesn't want to flush. All right, so where is VWAP on NQ? 206. 200 SMA is right here at 212. And let's take a look at the house account. House account is a little bit of drawdown. You got tight stop at 219. Fitty, I don't think so. I think it bounced right there at 223. As long as it doesn't continue to the downside, I think you're good. If it can't get it back above 232, it's toast. I'd say above 233 area. Yeah, you're right. Right around here. It needs to push above that 233. The banks just bounce it off of your entry. Yep. All right, what's gold doing? Let's take a look at Goldilocks. Gold continuing on up. Thumper 233. Yeah, I think 233 is the number right here to get above. Now, if the 9 EMA starts providing resistance, we may have a little move to the downside. How far? I don't know. Eddie's Auto Detail. Buyers need to step it up in the long. Looks like the longs are going to prevail. As long as they get above 233, that's it for this play. But they got to get above 233 and stay. There they go. FIDI can fall all the way down to 26,190. Now, I think this is way too bullish. A pullback at all-time highs would be a lot stronger, a lot more speed. This is pretty bullish. Doesn't mean it won't break down eventually, but not right now. Eddie's auto detail, and you're out. Nicely done. Well, I think that's it for shorts at this point. They're going to push this to the moon. All right, what did Goldilocks do? Goldilocks stuck here at 84. And NQ continuing on up. Eddie's auto detail. I swear there's an algo on micro gold. Gold is in a nice ascending channel, though. Look at that channel. Very tight. Respected on the top and respected on the bottom. That's a nice channel there on gold. Thumper is getting ready to go down. I'm shorting 137. Yeah, I don't know about NQ going down. This was pretty bullish bounce at all-time highs already. That. So we'll see where NQ goes if we even get a pullback or a significant pullback tonight. Let's take a look at what Renko's looking like here. Yeah, it's pretty damn bullish on this ascending channel. NQ and ES impressive up here, holding it firmly, not giving any pullbacks, nothing. Pretty impressive. All right, the NQ long on the chat account in some green. Everyone in the chat trades regular candlesticks. No one else has been studying the art of Heikinashi. We have a couple Heikinashi traders. Actually, several Heikinashi traders. Every now and then, I'll take a look at the 5-minute Heikinashi on NQ during New York session. At night, I don't really watch Heikinashi. But during New York, I do monitor the 5-minute on Heikinashi for change of direction. Fitty, put a sell limit at 260. All right, you want to close this bad boy at 260? Uh, 260, here we go. All right, that's the house account trade in a long 1 mini. Currently in the green. Thumper, that's for everyone that is short and moving their stops down. I know their little tricks. All right, let's see. I'm curious on NQ. What's going to happen? NQ definitely pushing. Thumper, it's interesting that you say that. That's a good way of looking at these bounces, as you have people playing NQ in real time and entering at these levels. I could see how people started moving their stops down as NQ flushed. It's an interesting perspective on these bounces, chasing stops that were moved down. Ashok Raya, appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. All right, Goldilocks. What's Goldilocks doing? Goldilocks is kind of in a holding pattern. NQ. Tyler, DXY bullish, like I said earlier, NGC goes up with it. Yeah, everything's not making sense. NQ floating in the air at these all-time highs and still not taking a pullback. Biddy wants his move is stopped to break even on the house account. All right. I don't question it. I just do. There it is. Break even stop. Jim Price, setting the stop at the proper point is the hardest part for me. I think it's the hardest part for everybody. Trying to find where to put your stop, where to leave your stop, and not move it. And respect the stop. Sometimes your stop becomes a DCA area and makes things worse. I've had a stop and then ended up DCA in there and didn't go too well. Sometimes it goes in your favor. Most of the times it doesn't. Is gold on its way back down? Let's take a look. All right, guys. I'll be right back. All right, NQ pushing. How are we doing on the house account trade? The house account trade is bringing us back some green. Gold is taking a pause. Yeah, hanging out there. And NQ just ripping. Richer Rich 89, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Thumper, I'm not saying moving stops is a bad thing, but if you are not over leveraged, leave the stop far away. Yeah, I agree. Don't let them have a chance on taking you out of the market. I'm almost tempted to move my stop on NQ, but that would make it a very long night, so I'd rather take the L now. All right, NQ. Just hovering around all-time highs like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Gold, what are you doing? Gold, taking a little break, getting tight. Look at that gold. And I'm about to get stopped out. As much as I want to give it breathing room, I only got 3 micros. I can technically give it some more breathing room on this, but that would mean I got to stay up for probably another 2-3 hours. So looks like I'm going to get stopped out here pretty soon. But I'm not moving to stop. I'll leave it. If anything, I'll look at 2680 if I'm still around. Or just wake up tomorrow morning and see where it's at. All right, guys. In the meantime, while we wait for NQ to stop me out, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. And I also do the New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. 4 points away from getting stopped out. And I think we'll call it there for the night. Still got some good green for the night, so no need to get into revenge trading at all. Maybe we'll try a gold trade and hop on gold. Video, I like the idea. Smash that like, smash that subscribe button. Give me 1 second again, guys. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yes, the house account does have trailing drawdown. NQ, unrelentless at all-time highs. Jay, hey bro, do you lift? No, not recently. I've actually lost a lot of weight by switching to carnivore diet. Tyler, what's your camera and mic setup? I got a Sony and I got a Shure mic. Ooh, I'm going to get stopped out. I think that's when we call it. So taking a small paper cut here on NQ, trying to short these all-time highs. But I don't want to move my stop. That'll probably require another hour. And they're pushing. They're at the bottom of this channel. They can potentially move this all the way up to 270, 280. So there's no point for me to take that drawdown, even though it's just 3 micros. Maybe I'll look at what happens at 270, 280 and reattempt to short. But I think the inevitable is about to happen. A stop. Still alive, still alive. Until they rip it. Fitty wants to exit here on his trade. Ooh, that's a surprise, brother. Okay, so you want to trade, you want to close it here by market. No, sell market. Boom. All right, that was a 32, 10, about 14, 15 points on that trade with this price action. Nicely done, Fitty. Nicely done. You recovered some of the loss on the house account there, so nicely done. All right, let's see if we can get NQ back below this channel right here. Can we get a flush finally? I've been waiting for the flush of this range. We tried once, twice, 3, 4 times, and no flush. Just keeps ripping. Whoops. Here we go. Nam Nagian, you're looking to short 266. Yeah, it's the top of that channel, and NQ's been relentless. I mean, the way they're holding all-time highs is pretty impressive. Usually, you start seeing big reactions and big pullbacks. Nothing. Zach, triple top play. I give up. I give up on triple tops and all that good stuff. NQ's just not taking a pullback. Nothing significant. Chris Noof, pronounce Nam Wen. Thank you, Chris. Nam Wen. Good to know. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm the worst with name guys. So when you guys hear me really not respecting a name, it's not on purpose. Feel free to let me know how to pronounce it correctly. Appreciate you, Chris. Fitty, that exit was clutch. I agree. It was good. I think it was good for the time being. I'm not convinced NQ is taking a flush just yet. I could be wrong, but the way they're holding all-time highs, dude, that is pretty bullish. And I'm in a short, but that is pretty bullish. If they come back and test this, 37 and bounce it again, dude, that is bullish as F. Yep, look at that. They came and tested this little area again, or not yet, that 35, 37 area. They bounce it again, that's going to the moon tonight. Again, usually when you see a NQ wanting to take a pullback at all-time highs, it's fast. The reaction is pretty significant. We're not seeing a reaction. We're seeing little baby pullbacks, little baby bounce pullbacks is what we've seen so far. Zach, maybe if we don't look at it, it will go down. Maybe if I go to bed, it will go down. I'm about to call it a night. All right, let's take a look at GC. What is Goldilocks doing? Goldilocks finally took a little pullback on this little tight range. And NQ right back up. I'm telling you, that is bullish as hell. That's why I refuse to move my stop or add. If I was building a short, I would add to it. But the way this thing is just holding these levels, I don't even want to add. I'll take the stop and go to bed. Where are we? We're back 10 points away from my stop. And NQ refusing to give up all-time highs. That is bullish as hell. So I think it's just a matter of time before my stop is bye-bye. And then I'll look at that 70-80 area up there if I really want to stay up. Probably not. But I'll take the paper cut here for now. And let's go back to that chat. Yeah, this is why I was saying, Fitty. We'll see. We'll know in the next 5 to 15 minutes if they're really going to push above this or your exit was a good cover before the pullback. Let's see. Ooh, maybe you're right, Fitty. Maybe you're right. They would have to flush again below 35. And they're not even giving that much. All right, let's watch GC. GC pulling back. I'm leaving GC alone. I made my money tonight on GC. I'm only giving up paper cut to NQ and not touching GC anymore. All right, let's see what NQ does. I waited this long, I might as well keep waiting. Ooh. GC getting shorts excited again. They need to break below 38 again. They need to flush below 38 and pick up speed. Come on. Nope. Bullish, man. That's bullish as hell. Vibe owing twos. Yeah, dude, wait up. Namwen, you're tempted to add here. I have 3 micros also, new 1 hour candle. So Namwen, you're short on NQ or are you talking about GC? Short NQ? Yeah, it's just, we'll see. Zach would call this what, the triple top, Zach? Zach, inverse head and shoulders forming at all-time high. Jay, short GC. What's GC doing? What are you guys thinking over here? All right. GC taking a pullback. GC's coming to a pivot point, though. It's at VWAP right now. And if we take a look at GC, let's take a look at my GC chart. This has been the area, this pivot point, the blue line, 39.72. That's been resistance, support, broke through support, resistance, support, and we're coming back to that 39.72 area. That's a pivot point right there on Goldilocks. But I did most of my trading in that ascending channel, shorting it a couple times tonight. That's why I'm leaving gold. I think I made my money on gold. Now I'm just watching NQ and my paper cut over here. All right, NQ. What do you? Oh, NQ taking a pullback. All right, let's see. So Fiddy, I think you're right. Your short, your cover was spot on. Let's take a look at your NQ cover. Yeah, you covered nicely up here. Zach needs like a 150 point 1 minute candle to confirm. Oh, NQ playing mind games tonight. Hinting to pull back, but not giving it to us. All right. Hey, that was a what? 20 point pullback? Oh boy. They still don't. Still doesn't pick up speed. These pullbacks are not picking up any speed. Just testing consolidation levels. That's it. Where's VWAP? VWAP on NQ is at 2606. The last time we touched VWAP was at 9 p.m. Eastern when we broke above VWAP. 9 p.m. Eastern was the break above VWAP, and we haven't touched VWAP since. The best loser wins. 100 micros full port DCA set average 39.78. Looking for half M1 ATR 1 point, risking 2K profit or 100K ineligible account minus 5K. Boomer bust. I love it. All right. NQ trying to flush. NQ trying. Still need speed. Back to this 33 area we were talking about earlier. And let's take my short. My short is still there. Oh man, I don't know if I'll ever see a stop or a TP on this one. It's just lingering. I need this thing to come down with speed. All right. Well, good job, Fiddy, on covering that. All right, NQ, come on, give us a little flush. Pick up some speed. Do something. Hit my stop or flush 100 points. Do something. Can't wait on that. This is why you got to trade gold at night. NQ just lingers. All right, guys. While we figure out if NQ wants to flush or pump, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. You guys get to take a couple trades on the house account. I'll take a few trades here and there as well. And I also trade every morning live stream, New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern as well. If you guys trade Nasty Nasdaq for the New York session. Spaces 1111. Trump is talking in South Korea. All right. Hopefully he tanks the market. I wouldn't mind. But I believe he's planning to say that everything is working good with China and that Trump and China are best friends again and zero tariffs for China. Imagine if he ever said that he's going to drop tariffs on China, the market would literally explode. The best loser wins. JC, you ever tried trading silver? I haven't. I haven't traded silver. I keep telling myself that I gotta prepare the charts. So eventually I'll have silver. It took me about 2 or 3 weeks. I kept saying the same thing about gold. I gotta get my gold charts ready. I gotta get my gold charts ready. And now, for the last 2, 3 weeks, I've been trading gold pretty nonstop. So it's only a matter of time before you guys get me into these instruments. So silver might be next for Asia for me. Sabur, yes sir. Lucid Direct. All right, NQ coming to that 200 SMA. Is that going to be the bounce area again? Or are they going to flush that 200 like it's candy? When was the last time they flushed? Right here. And ever since, the 200 SMA has been providing support. So let's see if we finally get a flush. All right, NQ picking up some speed here. I'm at break even on my trade after waiting for 2 hours. I think I waited more. Yeah, 2 hours at least. But I'm looking for a bigger play. I may leave if they start picking up some speed. I may leave this trade on. VWAP is at 208. But there's a potential move all the way down to 190 area if they pick up steam. Texas made. Let's get 200 even. I like that. Zach finally at break even. Yeah. Oh man. And I still got another 50 points to go, Zach. If it comes down. Sarah's Trader, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Vibe Ink Tunes took a nice little short on ES after the longs. All right, good. Let's see if NQ continues on this path down for a stronger pullback. Amen, brother. Happy that you got some green there. Green is good. We all love green. GC, what happened to GC? Let's see. Ooh, GC tank in here. Jay was right on that GC short. Jay, you got to take the short on the house account. You can trade the house account. You just got to let me know when you want to enter next time. All right, NQ, what you doing? NQ came to that 200 SMA and bouncing. That's this red line right here. We only flushed 3 hours ago below the 200. Ever since it's held above the 200. So this may be it for the pullback. This may be it for the pullback on NQ. Sarah's Trader, buy GC now. Robert Trades Official, long a few MNQ from 217.50, do or die. You got in at 217? Oh, so you've been in the long for some time then. The good thing is price did come to that 200 SMA and now bounced. The 200 SMA has been creeping up, providing support. 3 hours ago, look where the 200 SMA was down here. So the 200 SMA creeped up 30 points. We finally came back as a pullback, and that may be it for the pullback, at least for now. Goldilocks bounce. Who called the Goldilocks long there? That was a nice bounce. Trump speaking at Apex said he will replace Powell. Ooh. Last time he said that he's going to replace Powell, the market went down like 100 points. All right, what screen are we looking at? Let's take a look at Financial Juice. Wait, did he just say that no interest rates are not? Oh yeah, will not raise interest rates. All right, so let's take a look at Financial Juice. There is some Trump news going out as we speak. Trump expressed gratitude for South Korea president. Look forward to meeting Lee. South Korea is one of few locations with lasting democracy. 18 million of new investments. Probably 22 trillion of investment coming into the U.S. by end of second term. Trump expects 4% GDP growth next quarter. Factories booming in the U.S. Will not raise interest rates. Semiconductor production quickly returning to the U.S. We know that already. He's been pushing for increase in factory production in the U.S. All right, so nothing crazy yet. J prop firm account is Apex Trader Funding. And NQ looks like it came to that 200 SMA and bounced right back up. No, no pullback on that. Goldilocks continuing on its bounce there. Also came to the 200 SMA and bounced. I'm sorry, this is gold. Gold taking a pullback after this little bounce right here. The best loser wins. ST4331. He's so full of it. Well, one thing we won't talk about here is politics. But let's just say it's been an interesting ride. Team Massive, good to see you, brother. Blessings. All right, guys, I think that is it. I'm going to leave this trade on for tonight. Whether it hits my stop or we continue to the downside, I'm just going to let it play out. So that is it. Let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? While we wait for the gold chart to load up, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back tomorrow for the New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. And let's take a look at gold. Gold has been hovering around this pivot point, right? This blue line that we've been talking about all night. That level broke through resistance, support, support, broke through support, support, resistance, 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 broke through support, resistance, came down, support, resistance. This level, 75 area, has been a back and forth. And now it's nice and tight. Right at that pivot point. Right there. And NQ just decided to bounce once again. Came to the 200 SMA and said, I'm going right back up. Pity, yeah, my entry is support, so I'm gonna let that one go. All right, guys, that is it. Where is my MNQ? I'm in with 3 micros, but it's become support, so I'll let the stop play out. If not, I'll probably target that 170, 190 area, but this is bullish tonight for NQ. All right, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. I will see you guys again either tomorrow or tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. Jesse James, good to see you, brother. I'll see you in the morning or tomorrow. Best loser wins. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everybody. Have a great night. If you're in the green, walk away. If you're in the red, don't make it worse. Don't make it worse on yourself. All right, guys. Have a good night. Appreciate you all. Laters.